just because of his size and, or just thinking of size-wise. But
All right, now next question. What celebrity would you toss into the octagon just to see, just to say, I got to see them get beat up? Male or female, doesn't matter.
Probably Beyonce. I would stick her in there and then probably stick Sue in there. Her versus if you could do an intergender match.
Now, I'll tell you what I want to see.
Is that messed up? I didn't.
No, that's not messed up. This would be messed up. I want to see, in a one-on-one fight, Chris Brown versus Ike Turner.
That might be. I don't know. Yeah, that might be pretty good.
Let's see which guy hit harder.
Yeah, which guy? Oh, that's messed up. That is.
Yeah, man. You could have picked like Justin Bieber or someone like that,
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I could have picked Justin Bieber. But I don't really have anything too much against him. I mean, I don't really follow him, or I don't follow any of them really. So Beyonce's bothered me a few times. I think just if I see a clip of her or something, it's like, how does she have so much money? I mean, they're obviously talent-wise, but.
Oh, I got it. The battle of how did she make it? Kim Kardashian versus Beyonce.
That would be us.
And the tagline would be, no buts about it.
Wow.
All right, Fry, you're up.
No comment. No more comments from me.
So, professional wrestlers try to make the transition to MMA nowadays.
Yeah.
Do you know what professional wrestlers do you think could easily make the transition?
I think the reason why they make the transition, I think it's some of the older ones that try to make it, is because when they first went to WWE, or say they were an NCAA Division I champion or a collegiate champion, the UFC wasn't as popular, or wasn't around maybe when they were younger and coming up. So their only option was, okay, I'm a national champion wrestler. What do? Well, I go to WWE if they wanted to keep the wrestling. So I think some of the older guys try to make that transition, and just because of that. But I think I always thought Kurt Angle, man, would be awesome to
I completely agree with you on that one.
To fight in mixed martial arts, just because of his wrestling background. Phenomenal wrestler. I don't know what it's gonna be like if he got hit. If he could, but I think he could handle his own. In the MMA world, there's probably a lot of them because WWE has they're athletes, just like
Jack Swagger.
Same thing.
As much pain as you give him, the man.
You know what? That's who I'd throw in the octagon against Ndamukong Suh. All right,
Jack Swagger.
That'd be a good. You'd probably get a lot of viewers.
I don't like Jack Swagger at all.
He's from around here. I think he's from like Plano or something, right?
Well, I know he went to OU. I don't know where he.
Yeah, no, I think he lives up. Here somewhere.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we try to get him on the air?
Oh yeah, we'll try.
What's he doing? I don't see him on TV.
Is he not on TV anymore?
He's there every now and again, in like a squash match or something.
Must be nice to only have to wrestle and then squash the other guy every time. Or is he getting squashed?
He's the one getting squashed.
Got it.
Is
I haven't followed it in a little bit, so.
No, that's all good. So, okay, so XKO, go back to XKO here.
Yep, this Saturday.
It's
our 21st event. Like I said, big block party, bikini contest, multiple vendors. I have always scheduled 10 pro fights. I lose one or two, just weight issues or somebody getting hurt the week of or whatever. But it's going to be exciting. If you've never seen fights live, completely different than watching on television. People see it all the time on TV. It just doesn't have that effect. And when you're there live and you have a crowd like the ECW old school crowd for the wrestling fans and stuff, that's what XKO brings to the table, and that's what you can expect when you come out there Saturday.
Sweet, man. All right. Anything else for that?
So not only do we have XKO coming to town,
Yeah.
we've got UFC coming to town in March. Hendricks versus Lawler is the main event. I will pull up a fight card, but...
Wait, when is that?
March 15th.
Tickets went on sale today.
Wait, what? Where am I in?
Tickets went on sale today.
You were so focused on XKO that you forgot about the UFC, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's messed up. No, there'll be Johnny Hendricks trained at our gym for almost 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, so I know him really well.
So where's that going to be in?
American Airlines.
Really? About time.
Yeah. The last time I think they came to Dallas was back in 2009, 2010. They were in Houston a few months ago. The UFC was.
I remember when that happened. So we've got Hendricks versus Lawler, and we talked about this while we were walking over to the studio. You said you definitely want Hendricks to just knock him out.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Johnny Hendricks is phenomenal athlete, and I think as far as a person, he's from here. You know, I mean, he's not. He lives here now, but he wrestled out of Oklahoma State and then lives in Mansfield, and so it's always good to see a local boy, you know, beat somebody else. But he's a good guy.
Also in the main card, we got Carlos Condit versus Tyron Woodley.
That should be pretty good too. That Woodley guy is powerful. I think his last fight he knocked some. I mean, he just manhandled. I think Koscheck. I think I don't remember.
He's 12-2 in his professional career. We've got Diego Sanchez versus Miles Jury.
Where's his profile picture?
That's him.
know.
That's him.
He's just dark. He's just just a shadowy figure.
He's in the shadows, all right.
Mm-hmm. He goes by the Nightmare, right?
The Dream.
Oh, did he change it?
I guess.
I was gonna say that's what you have in your nightmares, those black figures, right? That's what it makes sense. Like just a shadowy figure, right? All right.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm lost. I'm not talking anymore.
Diego the Dream Sanchez.
I'm sorry, man. The Dream.
The Dream.
You're going in there, and you want to like kick some butt, and your nickname is the Dream. Unless you're the American Dream, Dusty, the word Dream should not be in your name. Next card.
Jake Shields versus Hector Lombard.
Okay.
I don't know too much about those fighters there, except I know a little bit about Jake Shields. We've got Thiago Silva versus, I'm going to butcher his name, Ovince St. Preux? Preux? P-R-E-U-X? I don't know.
That's it.
So far, though, sounds like a pretty good fight. I mean, they have names on it for sure, big names.
Yeah, I don't know a whole bunch of these fighters. I'm more of a, I watch the bigger fights. Like I just watched the Anderson Silva, that fight, and of course, I love when Ronda Rousey fights Miesha Tate. Always. No, but for the women's fight,
they just fought though.
We've got Juliana Pena versus Jessica Andrade.
Question, wait. Turn around. Wow. Yeah, no? Okay. Wait, is she Hispanic?
Pena and Andrade? More than likely.
Dude, she got some guns.
Oh, Juliana the Venezuelan Pena.
Oh, she's Venezuelan. She's of the Latino descent. Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a pretty stacked card. My cousin's a big UFC man, and he says that it looked like a pretty good card. I mean, I trust him, but man, the last event that UFC had, the Anderson Silva versus who did he fight again? I'm drawing a blank.
Chris. I think it's Weidman.
Yeah, Weidman. Yeah.
I don't know why I always mess
Everybody does, don't worry.
That was
I
a
think it's
stacked card.
Yeah.
I mean, not only did you have Anderson Silva versus Weidman, I think it was like the second or the third time they had fought. You had Ronda Rousey and Miesha Tate, the two coaches from The Ultimate Fighter, using Ultimate Fighter to build up that fight for the entire time that they filmed it, and then you just had them go at it.
Well, let's talk about the fight that broke records.
What was the one that broke records? Talking about the one that broke the ankle?
Yeah.
Which one was this?
When Anderson Silva.
Oh, yeah.
He just got wrapped up in what he was doing.
That's crazy.
It was, man. Did you see that break?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that just hurt me looking at it.
Snapped it. You don't see that very often, mixed martial arts.
Yeah, you really don't.
Something, but you hit the right contact. He checked it with his knee, Chris put his knee up there, and I think he caught his knee, but like I said, it's nasty. It's just hard to watch. Like, they're like, hey, did you watch it over again? I was like, no, I saw it one time. That's enough.
I probably watched it like 2 times just to make sure I saw what I saw.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I saw what I saw.
It wasn't like a computer animation.
Oh, that
make sure it wasn't like something fake, but no, it was legit. But hopefully he goes to a good, speedy recovery, and hopefully he fights again. He's a talented guy. Even at his age, I think he's
he's up there. He's like 38 years old, so a lot of people are counting him out.
Yeah.
A lot of people are counting him out.
I mean, when you compete at that level, that high, that long for so many times, and you're not going to let even a major setback, you're not going to let that setback. And I think he's already said he's going to come out and come back. I think he said he has more to do and hasn't finished everything that he wanted to do in the UFC. So. Well,
before we go to break, we're going to take a break here. I guess it's boggling my mind on this. Okay, so was it you guys that had Jason David Frank?
We did.
Did y'all?
Yeah, he didn't fight at for an XKO show, but we've run multiple amateur events at our show, and he was an amateur fighter, and yeah, he fought at the gym.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I met him and I asked him that question.
Yeah, you did?
Because I asked him when his next fight was. And
I don't know if he's fighting anymore.
really?
He took a bunch of fights, for a short period of time there. I mean, I think he got 4-0 or 5-0 or something. It was on the amateur circuit, but he fought at the gym, and awesome guy, super cool guy, but I don't know if he's lives down in Houston.
Right, that's the Green Ranger, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat that.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of Power Ranger fans at the arena that night. They're going crazy, all bringing their memorabilia and stuff. And he looks I'd say completely different, but he looks pretty. I mean, he's in great shape and he's all tatted out. So he didn't look anything like he looked on the TV show.
No, he doesn't.
So real quick, going back to Anderson Silva before I forget, the thing about them counting him out, if I was Anderson Silva, I'd be the kind of guy where I would just be like, let them count me out,
Yeah.
They won't expect it, I'll come, it, fuels my fire. I just wanted to throw that in before I forgot about it.
Glad you shared that with us.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
just-
you.
Thank you. Start roasting marshmallows now. And I'll be for a speedy recovery.
Can we sing Kumbaya?
You know what, sir? We can sing whatever you want to sing. You know what? Let's let Tommy
Oh my
Thomas
gosh.
Bussey decide the song. Sorry, I kind of went to Power Rangers there.
Oh, yeah. I'm no more comments from me. Not
No song?
just sing something from Beyonce and we'll tear the studio up.
You know what? I'm saving that for my last show. The last show I do here, we're doing some stuff. All right, guys, we'll take a real quick break here, and we come back. We're going to touch on the PCW arena show and post-match. So stay tuned here at UTARadio.com. We are the Friday the Guys show, and you are, well, you're you. So keep listening.